Hi there, I'm Namish Patel Owen, and you're listening to Live Your True Self, episode number 84. After 18 years doing corporate, in 2018, it became about doing me, doing what I love. Not that long ago, I too felt a deep desire to be something more, asking myself, who am I anyway, and what's my purpose? Full of self-doubt and fear of failure, fast forward to this moment and you'll see a version of me that's true to myself, calm, confident, and clearer than ever before, despite the drama. Inspired by Krishna's words in the Bhagavad Gita, one must deliver himself with the help of the mind and not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. So perspective is everything. No matter where you are on your personal growth journey as a high achiever, I'm here to guide you. Together, we'll step out of your head, the busyness in your mind, and drop into your heart, the space where lasting transformation begins, so that you too can awaken your true self and live life more meaningfully in this moment, even in the messiness. Take a deep breath and listen on in. Welcome back, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here. Today we're diving into mindfully being. The difference between doing mindfulness versus truly being mindful, or what I'm calling mindfully being. And related to this, we'll explore how yoga is not just about asanas, which is yoga poses and postures, but a complete way of life. And this is something that I am experiencing through my yoga teacher training right now. So as a reminder, I shared that I'm practicing Mindful March. If you're listening to this in real time, we are into March 2025. And also that I'll be taking you along on my yoga journey. Because we live in a world that constantly tells us to keep pushing forward, to keep going, no matter what, keep calm and carry on. But what if I told you the real growth and insight comes when we slow down? And you have heard me talk about this a lot over the last few weeks. And this idea that by pausing, we actually gain clarity, energy, and momentum. And pausing isn't about doing nothing. It's about creating space for what truly matters. And in that stillness, when we reconnect with our mind, body, and soul, with life itself, and tap into the wisdom that's always been within us, when we pause, we shift from reacting to responding, from rushing to receiving, and from merely existing in autopilot to truly living fully with abundance. And this is why I'm dedicating Mindful March to intentional pauses, moments of breath, presence, and awareness, no matter what my circumstances, no matter where I am and what I'm experiencing. It's always coming back to being mindful and noticing where I'm at, and whether it's feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin, mindfully trying to eat, or listening to the whispers of my heart to help me with the decision I'm making, I'm choosing to slow down and go within so I can move forward with clarity, purpose, and peace. And that is my invitation to you too, because when we pause, life meets us exactly where we are. And it's not always easy, and we have to catch ourselves and redirect our minds. I know I certainly have done and will continue to do so. But I know it's a journey, and it's a journey of noticing, and it's a journey of growth. So keep an eye out for Mindful March, my yoga journey, to inspire you to grow and be more mindful on the various social media channels where I'll be sharing those precious moments of breath, movement, stillness, mindfulness as I deepen my practice. And so I invite you to join me in slowing down to move forward with intention. So with that said, at the time of this recording, I'm 7 days into Mindful March 2025 and also 7 days into my 200-hour online yoga teacher training. And there's so much I could share with you, as I've already learned so much, and not just about yoga philosophy, but also about myself. And that'll come in time, but for now and for this episode, I want to focus on my thoughts about mindfully being and sharing that with you so that you can experience this too. And this is something I wish I'd known and understood many moons ago, but the truth is, knowledge is nothing unless it becomes part of us. We have to be ready and willing to receive that knowledge. And for me, that time is now, particularly when it comes to mindfully being. And I did a mindfulness course a couple of years ago, and actually this has just taken that to another level. So yes, knowledge is nothing unless it becomes part of us, and this is something that is definitely becoming part of me and will continue to go deeper, I'm sure. So here are my thoughts offered to you in a gentle, story-like, meditative way, which I hope resonates with your heart as it does with mine. So let me invite you to take a deep breath and connect within. Remove any distractions. Allow yourself to be here in this present moment, to be open and willing to receive this message and what resonates most with you. We've all felt it, that sense of rushing through life as if we're running to keep up, always chasing the next thing. It's like we're caught in a current, moving so fast that we miss the beauty around us and the stillness within us. But what if we could slow down just for a moment and simply be? But mindfully be. I remember a morning not so long ago. I woke up early. Before my world had begun its noisy rhythm, it was still dark outside. Quiet, the house was still. I sat down for my meditation, took a deep breath and paused. And in that moment of reflection, I wasn't trying to fix anything. I wasn't trying to get anywhere. I wasn't chasing. I was simply being. And it came to me so clearly. I am alive. I am grateful to be alive with a physical, energy and spiritual body. This is my work. To be alive and to help others become alive. That's what mindfully being means for me. It's being awake to the life that is in front of us, involved, conscious, noticing the way life feels in this moment, and letting that guide us to the next. It's being actively engaged in what's here rather than lost in where I'm going or where I've been. It's feeling alive in the most simple and sacred way, deep from my heart. But here's the thing, I don't always get it right. I'm a work in progress, and that's exactly how it's meant to be. Because the work, the real work, isn't about being mindful at all. It's about coming back to mindfulness when I'm not. Returning to presence over and over again throughout the day, every day. Gently, lovingly, without judgment, giving myself grace for the moments when I drift away, and celebrating when I find my way back to my heart space. That's the practice. That's the yoga way of life, according to Vedic yoga philosophy. And it's in these simple moments that I feel the depth of grace when I allow myself to be unfinished, unfolding, forever learning, deeply growing. When I trust that I'm exactly where I need to be, even when I think I should be somewhere else. This was one of the greatest lessons I've let myself receive. As we both know, the mind is busy. It plans, it judges, it attaches, it tells stories to try to pull us out of the here and now. And our ego, our attachment to ideas, our sense of who we think we should be, tries to hold on tightly to those ideas. But I've come to realize this is the real work. Noticing when I get caught, softening my grip, choosing to let go, even for just a breath. That's where peace lives. That's coming back to sattvic energy, not in controlling or forcing, but simply returning. So I gifted myself Mindful March, a practice to come back to myself, to know myself deeper than last week, last month, last year. I began to weave mindfulness into my days in ways that felt real and gentle. On walks in nature, feeling the beautiful sun on my skin, I notice the different shades of greens in the trees and grass, the flowers slowly opening to the light as spring comes, witnessing the life growing all around me and realizing I am growing too. We are all unfolding, each in our own time and our own unique way. And in these simple moments, whether it's eating a meal slowly, savoring every bite, breathing deeply, surrendering to a squeezy cuddle, or simply saying, I'm sorry. I come home to myself, fully here, fully alive, as I am. But here's the truth, lovely one. This isn't always easy. It takes intention, patience, effort. But it's so worth it. Because when we slow down, when we choose to be present, we don't miss our life. We experience it. We feel the pulse of our own hearts, the breath moving through us, the light and sparkle in someone's eyes, the beauty in what is right now. And here's the real gift. Seven days in, I have realised this is not just a practice for a month or a season. It's a way of living, a yoga way of life. It's waking each day and choosing to be here, to live as your truest self, to do what you love, to let go of the need to rush and trust that this moment, this breath, is where life is waiting for you. So let's slow down together. Let's be still, breathe, connect, trust, feel truly alive and actively engaged in where we are. Because when we mindfully are, we experience life in its fullest, most sacred form. This, for me, is the yoga of life. Not just postures on a mat, but how we show up in our hearts, in our homes, in our work, in our world. Present, awake, alive. And in the pause, we are deciding we want to be present, to experience this moment without rushing through it. We're choosing to step out of doing and drop into being. We're listening deeply to our heart, to our breath, to our soul. So let me invite you to ask yourself, what would it feel like to truly be here in this moment? To release the need to rush and to be somewhere else, and to simply be with what is. The first step is simple, yet sacred. Pause. Take a deep breath, right here, right now. Inhale slowly. Feel life filling you up. And exhale fully. Let go, release, and soften. Let this moment be enough. In this pause, you are deciding that your peace, your clarity, your aliveness matter. And with every pause, you come closer to living your truth. So let's make this our practice as we journey together, not just for today or for March, but as a way of life. Let's slow down together and be. Be the version of who you want to be. Because I'm here for it, and I hope you are too. So there you have it. What came up for you? What are you taking away from this moment together? What does mindfully being mean for you? Be sure to capture your thoughts, and if you feel called to share, I'd love to hear from you. You can drop me an email, support@namishpatelowen.com, or send me a message on Instagram or LinkedIn. Until then, may you carry this gentle awareness with you as you move through your day. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with someone who needs to hear this. And if you haven't yet, take a moment to rate and review the podcast. It helps so much in spreading this message and journey of growth. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Live Your True Self podcast. Remember the power of the pause to bring you back to mindfully being today and every day. It's the best way to live a more meaningful life. Until next time, keep shining your light, and may you always live your true self. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Live Your True Self podcast. If you're ready to go deeper into your spiritual growth journey, visit me at www.namishapatelowen.com to learn more about my work and how I can support you. And be sure you're signed up for Monday Mindset Mail, your weekly love note to inspire who you're being while you're doing. And come join my free community, Namaskara with Namisha, over on YouTube, an invitation to grow and connect as we walk this path together. It's an honour to guide you in reconnecting with who you truly are. Bye for now.